Hedge Tube Dwellers, and welcome back to Dota 2! I, the Mad Guru, am going to cast a game for you, a public match that I played with one of my friends. Mr. Hood, the Hoodman, of course, will be featured. Here's a bit of a spoiler already. The two teams. And as we get into the beginning of the game here, I'll go ahead and give you another spoiler. This is going to be the first game in which I ever play the Ember-spirit. I've seen him played a couple times before playing him. I feel like I understand what the hero's all about. I will be playing him mid, and I think this is a decent showing of him, but we're going to be looking at the whole game, not just my perspective or anything like that. You'll notice the picks are coming out late. This wasn't all pick, and it was a dead standstill for a long time. Neither team wanted to put their foot out there first. And so I said, screw it, let them counter-pick me. I'm going to go ahead and Ember mid. And they decided to pick up a Razor. Most likely to go against me here. I guess there is now a Nyx on the team. A Leshrac as well. Leshrac mid isn't totally unheard of, although it's not good. Nyx mid is actually somewhat common. Razor, though, most likely candidate. They went in and picked up a couple more carries, too. Let's go ahead and run over the Radiant lineup. At least hero-wise, I'm not real concerned with names. You can see player names here if you are concerned with them. I don't see how or why you might be. It looks like going to the safe lane, we've got a Sven and a Leshrac. It will be dual lanes, as I've said before in my skill bracket. This is the most common setup. Razor is coming mid. We got a Nyx and a Phantom Assassin going top. That could be a real nasty lane, double melee. I always hate running two melee in a lane. Ember-spirit mid, already failing his block. Invisrune, not spotted, but does spawn bottom. On the dire side, we've got a Vengeful Spirit. Looks like she's going off lane solo. We've got a Nature's Prophet looking to be heading to the jungle. I doubt this is a tri-lane. Then we've got a Spirit Breaker and an Ancient Apparition. Top, and the last hits begin. The battle for dominancy, the struggle, will start in earnest. A solo Venge. This is definitely not an ideal setup over here. I think a Timbersaw could be amazing in this lane. Timbersaw comes into his own much more quickly than does Sven, and could probably give Sven a lot of trouble in the early game. We got a lot of damage coming down here mid. The Ember-spirit's got his Flame Shield up. Flame Guard, to be specific. And it looks like the Razor did steal a lot of damage, 56, my god. Ember-spirit's not doing any damage. He's literally doing 2 damage right now. The Razor, though, looks like he went stat second, so does not have any kind of a nuke. Wouldn't really matter against the Flame Guard anyway, as it does absorb spell damage. A lot of damage, though. I'm kind of cautious here. Oh, stun comes out on the Spirit Breaker top. Nyx, he's going to get the cold feet off, though. That's going to make him run. We might be looking at a first blood if there can be one more attack. Oh, the Spirit Breaker, the dagger from PA, clutch timing. He does eat a tango. It's still going to take one more, and there's a stun. The first blood does come down. The Spirit Breaker's a little bit sad looking here. It looks like he might, oh, nice, the cold feet. No, but then the Ancient Apparition. He doesn't run fast enough. The first blood is fed. And may you all know, oh my god, Razor, we just caught the end of it here. Razor kills the Ember-spirit as the Ember-spirit kills the Razor. The trade's happening early here. So far, it's coming out even looking. Note that the Razor did. Oh, PA, what are you doing? She's diving so deep, and she's not even going to get the Spirit Breaker. Oh, Jesus, that was close. He comes out. Oh, man. It was an auto attack from the ranged creep that got him. The Spirit Breaker does go down. The trading remains even. I've got to think, though, that the Radiant are kind of getting the advantage. The dire side heroes are going down first in most of these trades, and that means experience goes to the Radiant. Now, once a kill happens after you die, you do technically get more gold from it, you know, assuming that you're going to die anyway. Because you get the gold after the death, technically. So, yeah, I don't know. You could say that part of the advantage is going either way, but I'd call the experience the greater advantage, especially in these low levels where the gold isn't a huge amount. Nature's Prophet jungling a little dangerously here. Looks like he will be fine, and the Spirit Breaker's coming back. He means business. He's coming straight back to this lane with power. The Ancient Apparition, though, he got too excited. He's blowing his load prematurely. Maybe not. The Nyx Oh, he used Spike Carapace at some time in that last engagement. He does still have the stun. He's going to need to use it. That should save his life. Meanwhile, Sven picks up a kill on Vengeful Spirit. The action just won't stop. The Ancient Apparition is back in the mix. It looks like the PA continuing to use the dagger to harass him down. A lot of low health numbers all over the map, including the was jungling Nature's Prophet. He's now back at the fountain. Vengeful coming back out to her own fountain. As we take a look at the last hits and denies, let's get the sorting right here. Sven running away with the early game. My God. There's been so much focus on hero-on-hero interactions. Oh, man. The shackle goes off from the ember-spirit, but it hits two creeps. And Invis Leshrac comes up, gets off a perfect earth split, or split earth. Takes a freebie kill on Ember. That's great for the Razor. What's the Razor doing? He's in tower range, tanking it up. Looking just fine. As I was saying, though, now the Razor and Sven coming out. Mostly Sven, though. Sven is doing amazing on that bottom lane. His farm twice as good as the next highest. Ancient Apparition now in trouble. That Cold Feet may save his life. Oh, just. If you move far enough away from the Cold Feet location where you are when it's first cast on you, then the stun doesn't actually happen, but they're not doing that. They're focusing on getting some right clicks off. And that's not the ideal way to go about it. You want to avoid the pain first, and then get on with bringing it. At least in the early stages. Another static link. I always doubt myself. Static link, that is correct. I want to use the proper names of all these abilities. I always doubt whether or not I am, though. Looks like it will still another boatload of damage from the ember-spirit. Ember-spirit having a really tough time against that Razor mid. Razor seeming to be a decent pickup against him. The Flame Guard doesn't block at all the effect of the static link. Once it's on, it's going to steal your damage, no matter what you do. Vengeful, very cleverly using a ward over here to keep herself safe from Leshrac flanks. Does look like Leshrac is keeping the rotations in mind. He came mid a little bit ago, and now he's sitting on the other side of the tree line, just aching for a chance at getting some damage on the Venge. As we've got a little bit of a calm period, let's, I guess hero levels a decent measuring stick. Razor here at level 6. He got 6 well before the Ember. We can see he's actually close to 7, not right on. Okay, finally the Ember's got his 6. But that puts, I guess, the Venge as well. That puts the Dire overall a little bit ahead in the experience. I suppose we could see that for sure here, and actually no, it's the Radiant overall, although the levels go the way of the Dire. Razor now going top. He does get a haste rune. Looking to increase the number of kills he's got here. Oh, and there's a dagger. There's a static link immediately on the Spirit Breaker. There will be a Cold Feet that looks like it's gonna... No, it didn't proc on the Phantom Assassin. The Spirit Breaker does get out with his charge, but the Ancient Apparition is taken down. The Spirit Breaker cancels his charge. Looks like he came mid. Wise of him to do. Now the Razor heading back mid after a successful gank. As I was about to look, right as he was going up there, yeah, he did get that kill too. So that puts the Radiant ahead on the kills, and it's on the right people. Their carries are the ones with the kills. They have the highest kills on the board. Last hits, they're doing great there as well. So the gold graph is going to show about 2,000 in their favor. Not a huge amount, but that's a lead, man. That's an advantage. That is an edge that you can turn into more of an edge. A little bit of tension here in mid lane. Now the charge coming back out on PA. If the Nyx is on his timings here, he can stun this charge and stop it. He can even just spike to Carapace and then stand in front of the bash that happens. Oh, what are you doing? He canceled it. He canceled it at the last second. He canceled it at just the wrong time. It looks like a tango will get him out of there, but wow, it was risky. Almost got himself trapped without a TP even. Some paint's traded down here. I noticed that Sven is very low on health. They're staying right up at the tower. A Split Earth lands on the Vengeful Spirit. She's going to take a little damage too. All the tension seems to be on that top lane for now. Full mana on the Ember Spirit. There's a bottle up. I wonder if he's planning anything here. It looks like the Razor, again, going to rotate for this rune. Getting all the runes. He's got a regen now. This movement speed is just doing him infinite justice, and now he's even got his face boots. The mid is called missing. Right as the Razor decides he's just going to stick around. Ember-spirit might be in a kind of bad way. The static link goes off. Ember's not. Oh, he sticks him with the shackle. And he doesn't have much damage, but the tower's going to do the work. Wow. Razor almost took him down anyway, but wasn't able to pull it off. Beautiful moves. The Ember-spirit picks up a kill. It's going to try to keep the Dire in the game. Constant paint trade. In the bottom lane, a little bit of damage, a little bit of damage. Going back and forth. It's basically a war between two supports as Finn free farms, as indicated by his nearly 40 last hits. I've said it before, 40 last hits at 5 minutes is perfect farm. That means you've killed every creep that's come down the wave. You figure 4 spawn per wave, that happens twice a minute. In 5 minutes, that ends up being 40. 80 at 10. So you figure if he's coming up on 40 right around 10 minutes, then he's got about 50% farm. That means he's killing 2 creeps out of every wave. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If I'm doing that myself right now in this skill bracket, I'm feeling good about myself. I have had games where I got the equivalent of, you know, say 3 and sometimes even 4 out of a wave. The average of before the 10-minute mark. There's a charge coming down here if I can get my camera to cooperate. It will hit the Shrek. The Ember-spirit also very closely taking a kill on Finn. The shackle did let him abuse Flame Guard a little. And it looks like the Shrek's going to try to pull a move in tower range, but Spirit Breaker's going to very wisely back off and only take a couple tower shots. It looks like the Vengeful Spirit wants this kill bad. She knows he's so close. She doesn't even have any mana, though. She's about to have the armor debuff. It's not going to work out, though. She's not quick enough. Even with the boots, Leshrac too has boots, and he has faster base movement speed. Again, the frickin' Razor. Okay, I guess he just now used it. He didn't pick up a regen rune. He just used his regen rune. He's going to chill down here and farm a little bit very quickly, catching up to the substantial farm of Sven. Scary stuff for the Dire team. I would say they're definitely winning 2 lanes, and I guess if we compare this lane, we're looking at the Spirit Breaker's farm against the PA's, and the PA is just barely ahead. That's much closer that it's difficult to say that there's a definitive win or loss here. As a matter of fact, if we looked at the kills, yeah, the Spirit Breaker having died once, and the Phantom Assassin having positive kills, I'm sure that her net worth is ahead of his. Yeah, actually even, wow. And as I dick around top, Ember-spirit picks up another kill on Razor. I almost want to back up for that. I'm forced to wonder how the hell that happened. It looks like there was a Fire Remnant Spirit involved. And, of course, a Sleight of Fist and a Flame Guard, as we see the Flame Guard's only just wearing off. A dive under tower by Sven. Picks up the Vengeful Spirit. Spirit Breaker wants to return the kill. He does have his ultimate. He's going to wait for it. He's going to get it ultimately, though. Nature's Prophet even coming in for it. Who's going to get the last hit? It looks like it's going to be left to the Spirit Breaker. No, the Spirit Breaker's going to get a charge. And it will be the Nature's Prophet picking up a kill. Very nice. Very nice. Defensive Spirit up for the Ember-spirit in case he needs to jump back. And the Phantom Assassin going under tower kills the Ancient Apparition. The action just won't stop. I can't believe that it's 8 kills on 8 kills. The game remains very even. Razor looking to pull some tricky stuff off. It looks like the Ember-spirit's wise to it.
Top tower is under attack.
He's going to pull back. And let, I don't know what he's doing there. Let the Razor try to work things out. It looks like he wanted to do a little jump. Spirit didn't quite get the, okay, no, he's just going to go refresh and probably come back out. That's a decent place for the Spirit. If the wave kind of pushes a little bit, you could get damage on the wave. While you come in, AA ulti lands. The global presence is strong with this one. Nyx cops plenty of hurt. It's going to scare him back, too. Going back over to the farm, we see the Nature's Prophet having been jungling. Him being the top on the Dire, that kind of hurts. Spirit Breaker needs to be careful. Razor, very powerful entity right now. Level 9 on a level 8. The Razor's got plenty of farm. He's got a double damage rune he could be using. He's not going to, though. 140 damage he just stole. Spirit Breaker will escape, but wow. This Razor is jacked. 62 plus 170 damage, and a double damage rune that he could pop on top of that. He's going to TP. It's going to come back to the mid. The damage is about to run out, but he does use the double damage now. It looks like the double damage doesn't take the static link into account. Still did plenty, though. AA toying with the PA a little. I love seeing those little spirits run out. It's pretty cool indeed. Sorry about that. That was a little arrow movement right there. My kitty came up and said hello to me. Oh, another latch goes down. A shackle. The flame guard's up. It's not enough. There's damage on the Razor. He's going to take the Ember-spirit out, but a kill will be reciprocated. Spirit Breaker charges in with Nature's Prophet hitting him too. An Ancient Apparition ult. He's going to land. It kills the Phantom Assassin. I didn't even see where she was. It did also hit the Nyx, so I can only assume that she was right there. Boom, he says. Little trash talk. It's got to feel good when you land a nice one, especially when you've been landing some and not getting kills for it. The immaculate farm of Sven continues. He has enjoyed that solo Venge. Oh, and a kill returned. The second one comes one way, one goes the other. And an invisible Nyx assassin makes short work of an Ancient Apparition. Sven follows the Vengeful Spirit to her new lane. And he's going to get a kill on her again. Now in comes the Spirit Breaker a little bit late. The Dire coming in piecemeal here. It looks like the Spirit Breaker will get a kill. He did use an Urn charge. He may lose his life for it though. No, there's a counter Urn charge. The counter Urn will actually heal more than the Urn charge will kill. But now comes the Ember Spirit and even a low health Nature's Prophet. The Prophet's in danger. And now the Ember Spirit, he took a lot of damage quick too. Oh, the dagger from PA gets it, but there is a latch with mobs even. Kill's going to be returned on PA, back and forth. Back and forth, wow. I wonder, the AA, you've got the ulti. If he only knew. That would be a kind of tough one to hit. Oh, and I call it, as he shoots it, I don't know where it's going actually. I didn't see it. It's supposed to be on the minimap, I think. I must have missed it.
Dire's bottom tower
Looks like it won't land though, because if it did land, that definitely would have killed Sven. And oof, the middle tower. The first tower to be in serious danger. The Razor now makes good on his early game. Takes the tower out. 4 collect for Dire top. It looks like this is aimed to take this tower. There's not a lot of damage on it, but they do have a mob wave coming in. Ember Spirit's going to be a little bit patient. In the back comes a Razor. The Spirit Breaker, though, has other plans. He's going to go full-on aggression. He's running away from the TP. It looks like he's not going to be able to get his ulti off. That was a dive that was ill-fated. The Dire do seem to be coming in now, and oh, actually, no, they're running. They're running for their lives and copping a lot of damage for it. The Vengeful needs to be careful. She is going to back off. The Razor, Illusion's getting some damage on. Ember Spirit's just going to TP out. It looks like he did put a Spirit down. It's kind of a strange place. It's right in some trees. Hope that kills the trees. Razor coming straight under the tower. He knows he's got illusions to tank the tower damage. He's going to kill the Ancient Apparition, but now the Ember Spirit's going to come in and get a latch. That's going to take the Razor down under the tower. That was nice. That was a latch in the middle of Sleight of Fist. Uses the Spirit to gain a little distance. Uses another latch. He's also using the Flame Guard. Sven stuns both with his Stormhammer, and my god, Sven's doing huge damage, but it doesn't matter. The Ember Spirit is able to, actually the Vengeful Spirit picks up the kill. The Ember just there to cause some pain. PA farming a different lane now. Looks like it will be Battle Fury. Very obvious build for PA, it's just way too good on her. That crit with the cleave combo, oh, that gets nasty. Guess we could take this time to, look at a few of the other items that are coming out. Mech's going to be up on Vengeful before terribly long. It looks like it will be a Mask of Madness build for our Spirit Breaker. Hand of Midas on the Prophet. I expect to see him getting fat fast before too long. Oh, and as I'm dilly-dallying around, we've got a Nyx Assassin. I can only imagine that the Courier was killed here. I don't know, I wish I could select it. Nyx will drop, though. I assume he's the one that got the Courier kill. And now again, Dire group up for this top tower. They didn't get any damage on it last time. Instead, the Spirit Breaker decided to dive, and things got nasty. Sven just got hit with an AA ulti. He doesn't realize it yet, but that's going to be kind of gross. It's actually not doing that much to him. Must still be level 1, I assume. Oh, man. The Ancient Apparition explodes immediately, but the Ember Spirit comes in very aggressively, gets a chain off, and now he's got to be careful. He's really low on health. A dagger. Oh, it is just barely going to get him. The dagger does pure damage, and so it's not blocked by the Flame Guard. But the Phantom Assassin goes down as well to the Vengeful Spirit. And Leshrac blew up in the middle of that too. I barely even caught him. The bottom tower does go down to Razor, who looks like he's building a Gainem Scepter. Nature's Prophet may be in a little bit of trouble here. Razor got a regen. Not necessarily the best rune for him. Looks like the Nature's Prophet will get out safely. Goes to farm the Tier 2 push. As this creep push carries on, the middle tower's getting pretty low here. That may be a target in the near future. If the Dire can take their sights off of the top tower that's nowhere near dying. Has been terrible luck for them going on that time and again. Ancient Apparition, he just threw out an ulti. I'm not sure where it landed. I don't see anybody under the effects of it still. Looks like it was probably a miss wherever he threw it. Sven loving the cleave on trees. Leshrac's being a little bit dangerous here in mid. If two heroes show up, and there are some high mobility heroes on the Dire team, he could be in a world of pain fast. He's got no allies near. The mobility, though, is going to be focused elsewhere. The Spirit Breaker has a charge coming in on Nyx. He should use his Carapace. He does. And the Spirit Breaker very intelligently cancels his charge. Now Nyx goes invisible. He did that in vision. They should have seen it. It looks like they will back off. No. The Vengeful Spirit is going into the corner. Nyx misses his stun, though, but the Vengeful Spirit's trapped. She's going to try to teleport out. She knows there's no stun, and she gets it. And the Ancient Apparition with an ulti. This could be nice. The ulti hits both. They're not low health enough. Wow, how does it show an AA ulti still on Leshrac? That seems really weird. It is going to land, but they're not low health enough for it to really matter. It looks like Leshrac wants to push this tower. He may be able to get this tower taken out. No, he's going to have to back up from it. And Spirit Breaker's going to get this kill. Leshrac spent too much there. He tried to get a stun off, but it wasn't enough. The Ember-Spirit now in trouble. And it looks like he is going to get taken out by a three-way love fest from the Radiant. The exact kind of thing that you want to avoid at all costs. Vengeful Spirit does have the mech up now. That's going to be helpful in team fights especially. Spirit Breaker's got to be careful here. The static links up. He doesn't have the movement speed to get away from this Razor unless he charges. The charge is on cooldown still from when he killed Leshrac, though. He just now got the charge. The A ulti, this looks good. Nice aim. He actually got both with that. And the Spirit Breaker has both the charge and the ulti. He might be able to turn something around. He uses an earn charge. Nature's Prophet comes in. Oh, but the damage. Nyx uses his ultimate. The Vendetta just does too much. I think the Spirit Breaker could take this. Nah, never mind. I was thinking he could take the Razor until the Nyx put an earn charge on him. Now he's fine. It looks like the Venge has some flanking ideas, though. Razor's going to be ballsy again. The Spirit Breaker is kind of low, so I understand why he's being cautious, but they really could take this. There it is. Yeah, he gets in tower range. Now the ultimate will come in. The Razor definitely goes down. It looks like Nyx is going to try to come in, but he really can't. Vengeful's in a perfect place. Was in a perfect place. It looks like... I don't know how she rotated around that. It really looked like she should have caught the Nyx coming out of that, but she didn't. Looks like the Ember-Spirit, after a couple deaths, is going to get a little flustered. Go to the jungle. I speak from experience when I say that the squishiness was painful in this match. There's not necessarily a lot of nuke damage on the enemy team. It's mainly a lot of right-click damage. It's a whole lot of right-click damage. And the Ember-Spirit's not necessarily good against that. At least not until, say, I don't know, a Scatty is produced and equipped. Scatty does give a lot of stats. Has 2 ultimate orbs worth of stats in it, and even more. We see a congregation of Radiant sitting outside this tier 2 in mid. Looks like it could turn into a push, especially if they see a lot of Dire showing in other lanes.
Pull roots and run.
And right now there are 2 in clear vision of the Radiant in other lanes. That means that there are 4 or 5 Radiant heroes here. It looks like it's only 4. Razor's actually coming up on the Nature's Prophet. He will get away with the Shadow Blade. Vengeful, though, in a bad spot. She gets hit with the Stormhammer. The Split Earth is on the mark, but a stun comes in from Spirit Breaker. That may save the Vengeful Spirit. I was trying to check to see where that AA ulti went. It looks like it was not on point. Here's a big fight coming in. The Radiant are getting a nice pick off in the beginning of this. There is a decent latch, though. Ember-spirit avoids some damage with this sleight of fist. This looks like it's going the Radiant way. No, I'm not so sure. The PA, she does a lot of damage if she gets a crit. But it looks like she was focused just right. And now there's a lot of low health and low mana on the Radiant side. Some on the Dire as well, though. Vengeful comes back in. Never did get taken out in the beginning of the fight. Everybody returning to the battle. Nearly dead. It looks like the Razor is trying to get away. He's got an Urn Charge on him, though. He's going to use a Plasma Field. The Ember-spirit will intelligently dodge it. And boom! The slam-a-lama ding-dong-dunk. Thank you, LD, for that saying. It is quite the funny when he used it even more appropriately when a huge Echo Slam came from an Earthshaker on an entire team. That is more like a slam-a-lama ding-dong-dunk. This was more like just a, you know, I don't know, a dunk. It was a little punch in the face. Razor. Sentiments of regret. About his timing in the last team fight.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Another AA ulti lands. Leshrac hit with it this time. It looks like he doesn't quite understand the potential of the AA ulti. It can do a lot of damage, and you can be shattered once you're at a certain percentage of hit points. If you're at like 30%, which is somewhere right in this area on the bar, then you'll just die. Any damage will shatter you. Ember-spirit looks like he's trying to gank on Sven, but Sven's going to turn it around with the help of the PA. Sven backs up to begin with. It looks like a chain will latch. The Ember-spirit might be okay. The Flame Guard's doing him a little bit of justice. As a matter of fact, I think it was up before that first Storm Spirit. He's going to use a Spirit to do some little jumps just to avoid as much damage as possible. It is going to get him out. The Drum Charge comes out a little bit late. Now the Nature's Prophet coming in is going to use some trees to choke the PA up, but the PA is still going to get the damage off. Sven actually takes out the Ember-spirit, but then he goes down, but then the PA goes down. Nature's Prophet did die as well, unfortunately. So it was a 2-for-2 trade. Carries for carries. Not sure who I'd give the advantage to. And speaking of advantage, makes me want to check. Gold earned. It's so close. Within 1,000 gold earned. The experience actually goes the way of the Dire by more than 5,000. That means if we look at the hero levels, Spirit Breaker 17, Ember Spirit 16. Next closest is the Razor. Razor and PA actually at level 15. Some more damage coming in here. Looks like as the tower's pressured by the Razor, the Spirit Breaker's going to interrupt their plans. A charge comes out on Leshrac. Looks like he'll get him without using the ultimate. The ultimate's not going to be up, though, for the Razor. It was used a little while ago. The Razor will get a kill on Spirit Breaker, and he's got a lot of damage stolen. 224. He's doing so much right-click damage right now. He even gets the Ancient Apparition. And it looks like he's going to back off after that. He is really low on health. There's a TP coming in here. It is the Ember Spirit. The Flame Guard's up immediately. The Razor's going to bottle up some, but the Ember Spirit. If he could have got a latch on that sleight of fist, I think he could have got the kill, but the latch was not appropriately timed. It looks like it was used. I tried to sleight of fist and then searing chains in the middle of it, but it did not work. Sven just unable to get close enough for his Stormhammer. Nature's Prophet was envisioned to that tower for a period there. It looks like this tower is probably going to be denied. No, they may ignore it. They may. Nope, Sven's going to go for it. Well, yeah, there he goes.
Radiant's top
Tower denied. Gold denied. Dire, though, the net worth, I'm really surprised to see. The Spirit Breaker's been very active in his movement. He's been involved in a lot of kills, and as such, he has some great net worth he's working with here. Top of the map above a Midas. Pretty damn good farming Nature's Prophet. Ember Spirit looks like he's setting up to go on a couple heroes on bottom. He's scouted out, though. He's in danger. The Flame Guard isn't coming up. Oh, this could be a huge problem. The Flame Guard does come up now after a Dagon. It looks like the Vengeful's going to use a defensive swap. This is a bad spot, though. The Vengeful shouldn't be there. She's going to get blown up fast. The Ancient Apparition also in a bad way. A lot of damage comes out quick on the PA. A matter of fact, the Spirit uses a remnant to jump in, gets a sleight of fist off, and even a decent searing chain. He's going to do damage, but has to get out afterwards. The Nature's Prophet now in a bad way. This fight is going, I don't know. The health is so low on both sides of the team. It looks like it's going the way of the Radiant. Oh yeah, it's a team wipe. 2 go down for the Radiant. The entire Dire team falls. Now 29 to 28 kills. We see the gold start to teeter. Very small amount, though, still. Towards the Dire and a huge... Okay, we're seeing the graph update. A huge swing back in experience, my god. The Radiant
Dire's bottom
picked
tower
up a
has
lot
fallen.
in that fight, and here's the peak. Yeah, it's that gold advantage is going up pretty steadily now. Net worth is switched up. We now have a Razor very close to the top. And all of the Radiant get some free time on the map to do whatever they please. Force Staff coming
Dire's
up on the
bottom
Razor.
tower
Ags is
under
finished.
attack.
Battle Fury and Vlad's for your PA. We just saw Nyx Assassin feature his Dagon. Mech is finally out on Leshrac on the other side of the map. Looks like a Force Staff will be coming up for the Venge. Looks like Ancient Apparition wants to build another mech. That's not necessarily a good idea, though, considering Venge has one. Maelstrom on the Prophet. Nice. Double damage was picked up by... who was that, actually? I thought that was the Leshrac's voice. I guess it wasn't, though. Nature's Prophet, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. That makes some sense. And he's got some pretty strong right-click damage right now. There's one Ultimate Orb up on the ember-spirit. He's still trying to get to his Scatty. Net worth, though, not looking good. Almost all of the Radiant team is above the ember-spirit on net worth. He is kind of close to the bottom end there. Needs some jungle time, though, and he's taking it. Venge being curious about mid. It looks really dangerous. PA. High enough level that the skills are maxed. Thinking about going in here. The Radiant team is together fairly well. Oh, the Ember. The Ember doesn't know, and it's too late. The Flame Guard didn't get up. Down he goes. I'm not sure any degree of execution would have mattered there, but it was pretty damn poor. Sven gets hit with an AA ulti. Meanwhile, the Nature's Prophet pushes the bottom tower. A tier 1 may actually finally go the way of the Dire. They may actually get the money from it. I suppose we'll see Black King Bar on the Spirit Breaker. Where's he charging to? I'm not sure. It looks like he's going to the Razor in the mid. Razor's jumping on Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful will use her mech, though. The Razor's going down fast. Spirit Breaker did his job. The gank. It's actually a counter gank. Very convincing, though. Nyx, a little scared. He's going to pop his spiked carapace prematurely. A stun will come out, but he's swapped back. It looks like he's in a bad way. Leshrac gets a beautiful two-man stun off. Will it save the Nyx? I don't know. Again, Urn charges. Pro and con. He will get taken down. Leshrac's in a nasty way, too. The Cold Feet will proc and end his reign. PA's got to be careful. There's a regen over here. I wonder if the Dire will see that. They could definitely use it. Two supports by themselves. Oh, Sven's going to get caught by the Spirit Breaker. Sven's going to turn around, though, with his ultimate. He's doing insane damage. The Spirit Breaker gets taken. VS, can you pick the kill up? She's going to do the armor, but it's not enough. The stun, yes. Her stun will be enough. Wow, close. That Stormbolt almost tipped that. Sven just about got a double kill by himself from half health. That would have been absolutely insane. Ember working on that net worth, but it is not enough. It's not fast enough. The Dire team's picking up some good nastiness. This Prophet Spirit Breaker combo, though, it's got a lot of power, and it's got a lot of presence. It's got a lot of mobility that's just keeping the Radiant split up. Not sure exactly what they can do. The ulti goes out again. Looks like it wasn't necessarily timed with anything, but just used for farm. Static Link is going to be disrupted by a stun from the Vengeful. The Vengeful getting pretty low. She will use a mech. The PA will jump again. The Vengeful defensive swap. Hey, though. Oh, he takes a second to get moving, and he gets taken out. The Vengeful will make it away. Funny enough, that was actually a good move. The AA is only level 13. The Vengeful's level 17. Feeding the Venge there hurts a lot more than feeding the AA. The AA should be happy that he's the one that died. Funny enough.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Another tower goes the way of the Radiant. That puts them in a solid advantage on towers. There's only one tower remaining outside the base for the Dire. There are still 4 remaining outside the base for the Radiant. The ulti's going to come out from the Razor. A couple spirits are going to be used from the Ember. Looks like he wants to get some damage done, but he's not exactly sure how. A chain will go off in the middle of his Sleight of Fist. It's going to latch the Leshrac in. But now that it's down, some stuns are hitting on, I guess it was just a Venge in that Leshrac split earth. Another Shackle comes out. This one with a Force Staff is going to lock the Razor in place while the tower's focusing him. He's actually really close to going down. 30 life. The ember-spirit, again, with the chain in the middle of a sleight of fist, will take out Leshrac. Now a BKB from Sven with the Razor on the back end. Ember-spirit actually gets the Razor, but then goes down to the PA. BKB response from the Spirit Breaker. It looks like the Radiant have the Dire on the run. The AA not going to be able to take the combined damage. In comes the Prophet, though, finally, and the damage. It's coming out fast. It looks like he doesn't want to man up to Sven, and very wisely so. Sven's ulti just wore off. He could have probably taken that Prophet out in just a few whacks. Oh, the Prophet. Dangerous spot. Oh, the Nyx was sitting there waiting, invisible, and the Nyx has a Dagon. That allows Nyx's full combo to take the Prophet out in one swoop. Down he goes from full health. Boy, that's aggravating. It is a 2 for 4, and the barracks is in jeopardy. They're even going to dedicate a support to defending some towers. I'm not sure why Sven would have used his Warcry right there. It gives you armor and movement speed. So that would have been better saved for when he's going to run. When the Dire heroes come up, or if Vengeful and AA try to pull something. Nyx is just going to set in his Vendetta right here. I think this is pretty smart. Sven, he's got to be a little careful. Oh, he's just outside of it. As a matter of fact, the Nyx running into it. AA probably thinks he got nothing there. The barracks does fall. Dire are in a bad way. That's the middle barracks too. That's going to keep that mid lane pushed, and it's going to be really easy for the Radiant to just stage other pushes off that mid. The Radiant now coming together bottom. It looks like the call was made. They're going to be cordial about this. Push each lane in turn. And I would call that an intelligent move. Shrek, meanwhile, top, pushing that lane in. Spirit Breaker does have a charge on him. Spirit Breaker's pretty well farmed right now. Matter of fact, top of the Dire team. Leshrac can't survive this, even if he gets a nice split earth and good RNG on his Diabolic Edicts. Doesn't matter. Leshrac goes down, but that means Spirit Breaker's not mid. The Ember is going to get blown up again. Ancient Apparition ulti's going to miss its mark. We've got some low mana values here. Oh, and the Ember calls GG. He says it's over. Luckily, though, this is a pub match, not a private match. So being a pub match, being a matchmaking game, you can't just GG out. You got to kill the throne. You got to take her all the way. The Radiant have their eye on Roche. This is definitely going to be more than a Roche attempt. They're going to take him down quick. Looks like Daedalus is going to be the build for Sven. He's going straight to it after a BKB, and he's almost got it. As a matter of fact, he's got the money right now. He can finish Daedalus. Meanwhile, Spirit Breaker, wow, this is kind of an odd item choice, gets a Maelstrom. It's not bad per se, especially upgrading it to a Mjolnir. Most heroes, I would say, it's not worth the upgrade, but the Spirit Breaker's one that the Mjolnir is where most of the attack speed comes from. That could be a really good item on him. More attack speed, it's going to make the Spirit Breaker nasty. More chances for greater bashes. Radiant are hanging out in mid lane. I'm not sure why they're here. There's not a whole lot more they can accomplish here unless they just want to take a team fight and end it, which might be possible. Double damage on Razor as well as an Ags. He can just go ham right now, and it doesn't even matter. Looks like they're going to split up, though, and keep being cordial. They're going to keep playing the strategic game. I would kind of expect them to get the Daedalus up on Sven and go for more damage. They've got the advantage. They should be pressing it. We see the net worth now. There's 2 Radiant on the top. It looks like they are going to press. They don't have Sven or Leshrac here. I'm sorry, Leshrac is here. The Ember Spirit's going to come in. He's done his little bit of damage. He gets a nice shackle off. The Spirit Breaker in the middle of it is doing massive damage. The Aegis is popped. The Radiant fall fast. This is a 3 for none. The Razor is locked down again. He doesn't have near enough health to deal with this. Nature's Prophet is really close. Comes really close to dying there, under 50 health. But it's not going to happen. The Dire make a smashing defense. The Radiant got a little cocky there. They came in with just 3 during a time where the Dire knew that it was make it or break it. The Dire knew that they had to get something done. They knew that they had to do something really well. And the Radiant came at them half-assed. That is going to, as we wait a little bit, oh my god, that gold advantage, the Radiant, holy hell. That's so huge, so suddenly, it just started taking off. The experience advantage, too, over 10,000, Jesus. We're going to see that come a little bit down, but that's not really not really anything. Can the Dire get anything done here? There are a couple long timers still. We still got about 25 seconds on the PA, 30 on the Razor. The Dire aren't pushing this fast enough, though. They're not even going to get to a Tier 2 tower. That team fight literally just allowed them to push a few lanes out. The Ember isn't even worried about pushing. He's going to stay in his jungle. He's going to try to stay defensive. It's not necessarily advised to use Sleight of Fist against creeps. It does give bonus damage against heroes, but against creeps it does 50% of your regular right-click damage. So it will apply effects, any orb effects you have or anything like that. But wow, that was a magic missile missed by the Vengeful Spirit on the Nyx. He just walked right past it. The Vengeful Spirit gets blown up by Sven. However, he did use basically all of his cooldowns, which is silly because the Vengeful Spirit used her stun. All she had to use against him was swap, and you can even swap after BKB is used. So he's going to pop his ultimate and BKB. That's kind of a bad move. That means they shouldn't really fight now. And they're showing presence mid again. I don't know why mid is the focus. It looks like they're putting the bottom push together. And top is pushed out enough that their tower is not going to be in jeopardy anytime soon. Dire are still very defensively minded, and rightly so, as we see this graph. God, it's even poking back up. Net worth shows similar stuff. A lot of Radiant really high. Razor's going to come in here. Really ballsy out in front. The Ember, it looks like he's barely going to survive. He did start taking a lot of damage, but he misdirected him by using the Sleight of Fist. PA's going to pick up an Ancient Apparition kill, but the Razor goes down in the meantime, and the Spirit Breaker is cleaning house. The Vengeful Spirit goes down. He slams the Leshrac. He gets taken out by a Dagon, though, of the Nyx Assassin. And that Nyx, he just got 650 gold for that. The PA does also get taken out up top, though. I'm not sure who. Looks like she got the AA right, and then the Spirit Breaker took Sven and Leshrac. It looks like Nature's Prophet took out the Phantom Assassin. So nice kill going his way. He does have Mjolnir now. His attack speed has got to be nuts. Let's watch. Yeah, wow, that's really fast. He's doing over 160 damage. The farm is right, and look, again, on the top of the net worth. The Spirit Breaker, the Nature's Prophet. Trying to take control of this game again. Finally, some love goes the way of the Ember Spirit. In the jungle, he picks up the Scatty. His farm is finally something to note. Nyx, looking for a kill. He's in his Vendetta. It's level 3, so it's really long duration now. He can spend some time here. He's Invis. He's going to set behind the creep wave. He's just going to use it to farm. Figures he's not going to catch a hero. And now the Vengeful Spirit has thoughts of catching him. Wow, just spamming his stuff. I guess he's got the mana for it. Most of the cooldowns are pretty short. It's not necessarily a bad move. Leshrac continuously warding. Doing the support job well. Keeping his team notified of enemy movement. And they've got some in good places too. Like this one right here. It's got some pretty good vision out into a high traffic area. They've got wards at both rune spots. Although as much of a map control as the Radiant have, the rune spots aren't the best place for wards anymore. Right up here in front of the Dire base would be beautiful. These would be the best places, and it looks like the Dire know that. They're trying to keep that from happening. We see sentries coupled with observers in a key location. Mech's going to be used. I'm not sure if somebody was low health there. I didn't check before it went off. Kind of seemed random. Might have been a fumble. PA, they're putting the push together mid again. I don't like this. Force Staff from the Vengeful Spirit. That's going to put the Leshrac in a bad way. He's going to get blown up fast. The A ultimate is off the mark, however. Stun hits the Ember. Sven's coming in here. We got BKBs popped all around. There's a man-up between the Ember, the Spirit Breaker, PA, and Sven. Sven goes down first. Spirit Breaker's looking low, but he's not going to go down. His lifesteal's going to be enough. They take the PA out. There's a huge fight going the way of the Dire here. Looks like Nyx and Razor don't quite know that this fight is going south. Razor gets taken out quick, and this is a 4 for none. Nearly team wipe. Nyx, you can't be here. They see him. There's a sentry ward. It's going to be delayed first, and then a shackle lands. Nyx is blown up as well. 5-man team wipe on the Dire. Just what they were looking for. After losing that Rax, this might breathe life into their chance in this game. And it looks like they know it. They're all going to group up mid and push their hearts out. They got to get some stuff done. Leshrack's already back up, but he's not really a threat. We've got up to 50 seconds on a couple different heroes on the Radiant team. So there's a lot of time for this push to really mature here. They've got to go through a tier 2 tower, though. It always takes a long time, especially when there's a glyph. That glyph was a little premature. You want to wait until everything here is doing damage. Right at that point, then glyph it. That's going to block the most damage possible and delay the longest possible. Shrack's going to use the spell to try to slow this push down. We still got 20 seconds on a few heroes. Razor does buy back. It's a great way to pull gold out of his pocket. The Radiant don't quite have a big enough team to fight here. Leshrack's going to get taken out. Razor, if he dies again, this is huge. Razor dies. The tower goes down. I think that's bought them time to take the racks. PA's about to come back up. Sven is back up. Those are two very dangerous heroes. Sven's ultimate's up. A Stormhammer lands on 4. Wow. It looks like he's going to try to go solo here, and he's right to. He almost kills 2 people with his first cleave shot. That's going to scare him off. The Rax doesn't fall. Dire needed that Rax. They are in a bad way without their own. And that was the window for them. Nobody dies, though. They do get out safely. Everybody spreads. It looks like they want to try to take control of the economic aspect of this game again. And they need to. We see after that huge team fight that was lost in the Dire base, that advantage is coming back towards the Dire. Nyx caught out a Vin. She's even missing some health. If there is an opportunity for a Nyx to jump, this is it. He's got the full combo, and it will do 1200 damage plus. Let's see if he pops it. He's still got half of his Vendetta. If he wants, he can wait for another hero to get here. Here it goes. Dagon's going to come in. He's waiting to get the kill with it. Vinge has no chance. She's trying to do her job, Warden. Didn't work out. AA ulti will land. Probably won't get anything done, though. Nature's Prophet's able to put together a nice push down on bottom again, but it's going to be intercepted before he can get to the tower. There are now only 2 towers up for the Radiant. Funny that one top tower still remains for the Dire. It's been up there forever. That's been the lone tower of the Dire forever. Seriously, 25 minutes. Maybe not quite that long. Item progression on the Nyx looks like it's moving towards a sheep stick. A Scythe of Vice, to be more specific. Big items coming out on this Prophet. It looks like he's building towards Daedalus next. See a Yule's Scepter on AA. That'll provide some great control in team fights. There's a gem on Nyx. That's something to note. I'm sure Sven's probably had his Daedalus for a while now. Looks to be an Assault Curious next for him. A Basher on PA. God, that's a really gross one. That is a really nasty item to be against. Especially with the damage she's doing. Especially with that chance of crit. She could probably one-shot just about any hero on the Dire. If she got the RNG for the crit. I don't know, 3,000 life on the Spirit Breaker. I guess that's probably one that she couldn't quite one-shot. I bet it would do some good damage. It looks like the Dire want to put a defense up at this tower. It's the last tier 2. The Radiant are here as 5. There's a mech. Sven's already really low, and there's an AA ulti on some of them. Sven gets 4-staffed up and taken out quick. The Ember's going to jump in the back. He's taking a lot of damage fast, but it looks like he might get out. Nope, the PA's going to blink on him, but the Dire are taking this team fight. They do lose 2 for it. There's still some damage potential here from the Radiant. My god, it gets really close. The Vengeful about to die too. Nyx loses the gem, and another 5-man wipe on the Radiant team. All of a sudden it looks like they may be losing some control here. They still have the Rax advantage, so if they play smart, this game is still in their hands. It's still definitely theirs to lose. But they gotta stop taking faulty team fights. They went into that team fight with an AA ulti cooking on them. And half health on their Sven. You can't do that. Not at this late stage of the game, especially when the last team fight was a loss. This late in the game, one team fight can wipe out pretty much all the history of the game when it's been fairly close. One team fight will definitely give the winning team an advantage that can quickly catch up. So you figure that's the point where they're the strongest. It's the point where you get the most for killing them. You can get more in that one fight than the collective all other engagements of the match thus far. The push is happening now. This is a lot of downtime for the Radiant. The Dire are taking their time on this. They're not all grouping up and going down the middle as 5. They're pushing a couple different lanes here. It looks like they'd really like to get a tower, maybe even 2. They're setting up for it well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Prophet going bottom, the Spirit Breaker top. Spirit Breaker does take his tower.
Has fallen.
And he's strong enough that he's going to worry Leshrac off. Leshrak's not going to go fight him alone. Nature's Prophet's got the space, too.
Radiant's
Spirit Breaker showing first has
is
given the
under
Prophet
attack.
all the space he needs. There will be a TP reaction. The Prophet gets out safely. This push will not result in a tower kill. The towers have been brought even. Now one tier 2 remains outside the base for each team. That Rack's advantage is still notable. Still a problem the Dire are going to have to find a way around. You can only imagine it's going to be with yet another team fight win, if it's going to be at all. The items are developing very thickly across all of our heroes. All the carries in the game are starting to get most of their inventory built out fairly well, especially the key pieces. A Monkey King bar now on the Prophet. It looks like he finished that up before finishing the Daedalus. I kind of like that. Even the supports are getting some decent farm. A ulti is going to be used to push a lane. I actually don't know. I think it does affect creeps. I guess that is a valid use of it. Roshan's back up. The Dire want it. I'm sorry, the Radiant. The Dire would be scared of taking this right now. The Radiant are going to take it really fast. My God, fast. Roshan's got no chance. I'm anxious to see a crit. That was a crit from Sven doing almost 700 damage. 1,400 damage. There's a crit from PA. Yeah, she can do some one-shotting on the Dire team. But fair to bet she can probably get over 1,400 too. Radiant are grouped up pretty well. Their lane has arrived. They're going to try to capitalize and get another axe. I'm not totally sure that the Radiant can really be aggressive here. As a matter of fact, gold and experience are in favor of the Dire. That's the first time I've checked since the last couple team fights. The Radiant are just coming right in here. They've already used the ultimate on Sven. It looks like the Spirit Breaker's going to charge right in. The team fight comes out. The Spirit Breaker's doing absolute work. Leshrac and Razor blown up. PA focusing on some heroes that have been able to avoid her for the most part. The BKs are only just going to come out. Sven dies as he takes out the Spirit Breaker, and now just the Phantom Assassin is left, and she's going to get locked down and dealt with too. The Spirit Breaker buys back, but it's a 2 for 5. The Radiant are officially no longer in control of this game. That hasn't updated yet, but we're going to see a dramatic drop in both of those graphs. It's going to swing heavily in the favor of the Dire. We got multiple level 25s on their team. Net worth shows them easily on the tops. Even the ember-spirit is starting to get up there
Radiant's top tower is under
in a
attack.
respectable way at this point. And he did finally pick up a BKB. Looks like the Dire are split a little bit. Most of their attention is right in the middle, though. Nature's Prophet taking down a tier 3. They're revealing a Rax. There's still 50 seconds on the PA, 30 on a couple other key heroes.
Top barracks are under attack.
This is going to be a double Rax. The tower's already down in mid. Wow, has this game turned around quickly. Leshrac is going to get picked off. That's going to put him back on cooldown for a really long time. And this double Rax, all of a sudden the Radiant need to play all the way on the back foot. They might try to take a third Rax here. We're getting close, though. Sven and PA are going to be up within 20 seconds. They should at least get this tier 2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But there will be heroes responding to try to save this final Rax. You know, I didn't see it there. I was waiting to confirm to see the AA ulti actually affect the creeps. I didn't see that happen just now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The Radiant are going to be, actually the Dire, I'm sorry, are going to be happy with that tower. They're going to back off after that. The Radiant are up in force. They need to really be careful, though. They can't play as balls out as they have been. AC is up on Sven. PA looking as farmed as ever. Scythe of Vice also up on Nyx. They've got some great items. There's still a lot of power in their team. Heart up on Spirit Breaker. Boy, that's disgusting. Over 3,000 health. That is a very large number. This Prophet's damn near 6 slotted. I mean, I guess he could sell the power treads and put together some boots of travel. Maybe do something with that Hand of Midas next, but the attack speed from the Hand of Midas is actually really great on Prophet. It's an item that you don't mind keeping around. We've got a mech up now on Razor as well, so there were two, right? Leshrac built a mech. Yeah, they've got 2 mechs on their team. It's kind of interesting. Little illusion play here from the Ember. Looks like it is going to try to run. I wonder if they know that that's an illusion. It doesn't look like they do. The PA is going to throw everything she's got at it, given that she's got plenty of mana and low cooldown. She can afford to spam spells. And now everybody just cautiously dances around, looking for farm. Nobody wants to get out of position and get picked off. One pick off right here could turn a team fight enough to change the game. I'm really surprised to see the Radiant putting this push together the way they are. They're grouped up 5 mid. They're not all showing mid, but they're definitely pushing this lane right up to the Dire's front door. It's Megas on Megas here. And AA ulti hits all 5. This push is dead. They cannot continue this push. They think they can. They definitely cannot. The BKBs even come out early. The Dire are just going to back off. The Radiant really need to run. They have got to run right now. They're going to die so horribly here. Look at the health numbers on the Radiant as compared to the Dire. Sven gets caught out of position and blown up immediately. Oh, what a mistake. I don't think the Radiant can get away at this point. It's too late. They didn't run fast enough. The Dire are now in chase. Oh, a chain goes off on PA. Beautiful work. They can't get away. It's a 4 for none. Oh, the way that unfolded. I could see it right from the AA ult. You can't just take the AA ulti like that. The AA ulti does way too much damage. Does it slow? Sure. But wow, that was a mistake. That was a fail boat, Razor says. I couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly what I was thinking. Blade Mail coming the way of the Spirit Breaker. It looks like he's going to have to drop his wand finally. That will make him 6 slotted. And this is probably going to be the finish. Nice game, Spirit Breaker says. Hyperstone up for Ember. I wonder what his next item will be. It looks like it's in the stash. It is an AC.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower
and there is nothing the Radiant can do. Leshrac's going to try to use his Diabolic Edict, but instead he's going to get blown up, as a support will at the 55-minute mark. And down goes the Ancient. Dire pick it up after a hellacious early game. And that right there is going to be it for this video, fellas. So thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for more. I know Dota content has been a little bit sparse on my channel as of late, but it'll always be here, at least in some amount. See you later!